What we are now going to see is how to generate the initial bill at the time of reservation for a general reservation party. Then how to generate the cash receipt at the time of reservation in case if it is a private party. Cash receipt is not generated for a government party because normally they avail a credit facility where a bill is generated and then provided to them for payment. So payment normally comes in after a period of time of the bill generation, which could be 7 days, 15 days, or 21 days, as the relevant case could be. So we will take this with an example. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to space reservation, general, and I'm going to do the reservation request. And I'm going to choose an existing user. I've created two users called as accounts test 1 and accounts test 2 for this purpose. Accounts test 1 was used in the case of demonstration of dedicated reservation billing module. The accounts test 2 is going to be used for demonstration of the general reservation billing module. So this accounts test 2, so I'm going to click next. So this is already a registered party in the system. So I'm going to now pick up the OTP like what we have discussed in the time of space reservation. Go to the other transaction, pick up the OTP detail. $417,496. Verify. You already have loaded the documents, upload the documents, so you can just go to straight away reservation. So I'm going to choose general warehousing here. Let me choose a commodity called as industrial goods. And let's say I'm going to choose air conditioners as the commodity. This party keeps air conditioning. And what we are going to do is, in order to facilitate the subsequent billing demonstration, I'm going to choose the period of reservation from 10th of November to 3 months, which is 9th of February. The party's reservation is expiring. So I'm going to put next. And I'm going to take let us say 100 square meter of area. Let me see, I'm going to give this party on a net area basis. Okay. So net area in this case is, if I want to see what is the total amount, I can just click on this box. It will tell me the part from 10/11/2019 to 9/2/2020. Unit price is 234. So in this case, 100 means 23,400 is the actual value. The rest is all GST. 18% GST is applicable. And then I press submit. TDS, yes, this is a private party, so I'm going to cut TDS. So amount was 23,400. So which means it's 2340 will be the TDS amount. The TDS is deduction. The 10% TDS deduction is normally on the storage cost and not the inclusive of GST. So GST is excluded from the overall cost figure shown here, and from the balance is what the TDS is deducted. So I proceed. Payment mode, let me say check. Payment type is full, and then check number is 1EX7654. And here the remarks, I can use it for any purposes. Normally I would recommend that you use it for describing the bank of the branch of the check. Let us say it was House Khas branch SBI check. Now that's the check detail, and then you say pay. Okay, now when I'm paid, you can see two things here. So I can download the bill generated by the system. This will give you the bill details. Like on the left hand side is the details of the warehouse which is generating this bill. Right hand side is the actual service receiver, which is in this case the depositor. His details, his address, his the state, city, the state code, the GST number, etc. The invoice serial number, if you see, the first 4 digits are your warehouse code. One stands for the tax invoice. If it is bill of supply, it will be 4. We will see in a separate slide later on what are the various accounting codes. This 5th digit code, what are they stands for. This is the 2019 because the year of reservation was 2019. And then there is a serial number 0008. So this is the 8th bill tax invoice generated during this particular year. The date, the place of supply, the accounting service code. This is GST related as specified by the GST Council. The description of service, the tariff type, the commodity stored, the request space areas, the period of invoice from 10/11/2019 to 9th December 2019. Please note this. 234 rupees is the net rate per square meter, total cost, and then the associated GST cost. In case if there is a paisa coming in the case of CGST, SGST, and there is this thing, a round off will happen to the nearest rupee. The total round off amount will be reflected out there, which could be anything between 1 paisa to 99 paisa. Okay. So, and then the final invoice amount will be a rounded off invoice. On the left hand side, you see the invoice in figures and the invoice in words. And then you have the other details request as specified in your regular ISO format. So, this is how the bill is generated for the party. You can take a printout of this and hand it over to the party. Now, there is also the associated cash receipt generated because we received check from the party. And I'm going to show you how to view the cash receipt. So you can see the cash receipt number is there, the party number, the party address, the amount, and the heading under which this amount was received, warehousing charges in this case. And then at the bottom of the cash receipt, you will see the bill details against which this cash receipt was generated or the payment was received. So this is the bill number, the period of the bill, nature of the bill's charges, and then the total amount. And here on the right hand side, you will see the remarks column, whatever we entered will come. Apart from that, the TDS amount which we deducted will also be shown here separately. But however, the total payment received amount for the cash receipt will be generated for the entire amount and not the actual amount received, because the actual amount received would have been this minus this. Okay. The receipt, however, is for the entire amount because this is directly deposited by the party to the income tax department, and then they will provide us the relevant TDS certificate for those for this particular this thing. The right hand side of the cash receipt is currently being reviewed by the corporate finance, and a decision would be taken in terms of what are the modifications required, keeping in the interest of both the depositor and the corporation, and suitable modifications would be made in the subsequent versions to be released. So right hand side currently is not being populated, so people don't have to worry when they see any blank fields out here like what you see out here. So this is how you see a reservation for a general booking, general reservation, the associated bill, and the associated cash receipt. So we have seen now the initial, which is the first bill. Now how to generate the second bill? Again, I go to the accounts and billing. Before that, let us see how the calculation occurs in the second billing. So I go back to the slide, and if you see here, how this happens is that, say in this case, the reservation from 10th November to 9th of February, this we have already seen. The second bill will be generated from 10th of December to the 31st of that December, and the third and subsequent bills will be generated from the 1st of the month to the 30th of the month, which is a full month cycle. The last bill will be generated for the remaining period of reservation. It could either be an entire month or it could be a partial period. So we will see all this, but these steps in this current example. So we're going to go back to the example. So we're going to go to accounts and billing, press billing, click on storage bill. Now you see there are two sections on the top. One is generated bills, the other is bills to be generated. So what we do is we click on the bills to be generated. You see the party for whom we've just created the reservation, which is general reservation. So what we do is, now once you click this small square box, empty square box, you will find this generate button bill is appearing on the bottom. I again show you. I declick it, this button has gone. I again click, this button has come. I generate the bill. When I generate the bill, you will see the commodity group, the air conditioner, the unit, the area, and you see here clearly from 10th of December to 31st of December, and this is the partial amount because this is being generated for only 21 days. Please remember, this bill is only for 21 days. The amount here is shown appropriately. So don't think the amount is coming wrong. This is only for 21 days from 10th to 31st of December, and then you save and close. So we have generated now the second bill. So we have generated the initial bill at the time of reservation, which is for the November. The December bill which we have generated partial from 10th of December to 31st of December. Now let us also now generate the January month, the third bill. So again go to the storage bill. Again go to bills to be generated. Click on this, generate. Now you see this is generating for the entire month of January from 1st of 31st, and the full amount is being shown out here. So again I save and close. So this is generated. So we have seen how to generate the first bill, which is for the entire, which is the full period of 30 days from the date of reservation. So in this case, since the reservation started from not from the first but from 10th, so the initial bill was from 10th to 9th of next month. The second bill will be for a partial period from 10th of the month to 31st of the month, and subsequent bills, the third and subsequent bills will be on a month-to-month basis. The last bill will be for the remaining period, whatever is available within that month. Now in this case, let us try and generate the last bill. Okay, we can't do the last bill generation because it's not due yet. It's be due only from the 1st of February. So we have seen the first three bills. So that brings us to the end of this small module of how to generate bills for a general reservation party.